Peace, 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 everybody. Peace, everybody. This is Jamie from San Cofa 180 degrees. Peace to you. How's everybody doing out there, man?
Doing good over here. Doing
Yeah.
good.
All right, man. What you think, Unc?
Hey, this is Uncle with you, man. And Sankofa buck 80 degrees. Back at it again. Hey, the pregame show is live. I gotta join early, man, and come get some of this. And Jamie be going off. He be going in. And Jennifer be adding the flavor, and Gary be stacking it up for conversation later. Welcome to the group. And Jamie puts together something, I know really informative, and we're gonna chop it up about it.
All right. Peace,
Oh,
peace, everybody.
let me show you this too, real quick. So we always got a good session with the kids first Sunday every month. And so and Carrie got these books for, to give out. We do a raffle every session first Sundays. And one of the kids can read a book, win a book, free book. We ship it free. You ain't got to pay nothing. And the only thing that we ask is that that child come back the following month and read that book, right? And it's a kids show. They get to discuss what they want, and you can go back on YouTube, Sankofa, buck 80 degrees, and look at some of the kids shows and stuff like that. It's pretty cool. But I got me and Carrie got this book. One of them is a Kemetic alphabet coloring book, right? So something like that. Can you see that? Can you see that, Jamie?
Yeah, I can see it. Yeah.
Okay. Goes through the alphabet, and it's the hieroglyph, right? Right. And then we got 4 other books. Queen Yaya, right? And I got some real good, writings in there, and some real nice pictures, stuff like that. Right. Another book is Queen Katami. Same kind of illustrations, stuff like that. Real good Nile Valley history stuff. Then we got Shaka Zulu, right?
Shaka.
So we got something like that. They getting down really good.
Shaka was a great king, man.
Yeah. And then we got Mansa Musa, right?
Oh yeah, the richest man on the planet.
Right. So really good illustrations to keep the kids attracted, and some good readings and stuff like that. So I want to thank Carrie. She did all the work to, find the books and stuff like that and get them ordered and all that stuff. And, big ups to the kids for participating. So bring your kids in first Sundays, 2 p.m. and they win a free book, man.
That was nice. Thank you, Carrie.
You're most welcome. I love having the kids involved.
Yeah. That was real nice. I'm gonna see if I can get my youngest grandson to get involved.
Yeah, bring them on in. This is what this is for. It's for everybody to come on in, even if they can't participate, they can still sit down and listen. You know what I'm saying? I mean, so that's what I'm talking about, man. Like this is all. It's strictly it's for the kids. It's to encourage reading, plus to let them know about their African history. Because see, like I said, I don't know about other states, but here in Florida, they're taking the Black African history out of the schools. So
Here too.
with
They're
that
doing
being
it in
said,
Arizona too.
Yep, here
okay,
too.
yeah. So with that being said, we have to. It's up to us to it's going to be on us to continue our Black African history onto our kids, right? Because they don't mind teaching any other history. They'll teach you about Japan and Hiroshima. They'll teach you about the Holocaust and with the Jews in Germany and all that. But they don't want to talk about the slavery no more. They don't want to talk about that no more. So that's what I'm saying. They don't want to talk about the history before slavery. You know what I'm saying? And so this is where we come in at. And this is why we encourage you know, mothers, aunties, uncles, cousins, nieces, nephews, grandkids, you know, what have you, right? Uh, you know,
Fathers and their children,
com-
mothers and their children. Just
right. Come
get
on
them
in, man.
on the right path. But come on in.
Come on
Mhm.
in, man, and let's get some of this Black African history, man, and find out where you came from. And you know what I'm saying, and what where your what kind of people you came from. You came from greatness, man, and this is what we're here for. So we got these books. Got a grip of books. I got a gang of books over here for the kids. I got it strictly for kids. You know what I mean? And these are books that are true stories. These are true story books with real characters, real people. We're dealing with real people, real information, facts, right? That's what we're dealing with. You know what I
Why
mean? We're not
why
dealing
do you
with,
have to why do you have to make a distinction between that?
between what?
Between that and what else are you making a distinction in between?
He
I
said
mean, I
Huh?
mean, I
he
mean,
said real books and real people.
yeah, yeah. Why?
Well, because I just want to make people understand that this we ain't talking about what. Hey, look here, man. See, you think you slick, man. Okay, so no, but
Because in reality, what they learning in schools is not real. Period.
right, and
Right.
so I just want them to teach them about reality, the real people, real uh events, not.
I'm gonna need you to be a little bit more specific than that, just in case somebody's interested.
Well, I'm just saying, like I'm saying, these are written by real people, about true events, true people, and not like no, like a fairy tale books, like like say the Quran or the Bible, or what I mean, like what I mean, like these different type of books, right? Yeah, uh-huh.
I'm
Yeah,
trying to
that's
keep it
it.
real, man. You know what I mean?
That's
Keep
it.
it
I
nice,
mean, I'm
clean,
just saying, man, like you gotta get with real. So we dealing with real people, not fairy tale people. That's all. That's it. And so and that's what I want to, and that's how we. This is how we rolling on this channel. We dealing with facts, proof, um, uh, real information, real history. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, we don't know it all. So if one of us is in error at any point, come on in and point it out. And because I don't mind saying it, I made a mistake. So, you know, prove your point. That's all, right?
we're gonna have to have some proof, and
Yeah,
instead of a faith and a belief, you know,
yeah.
to
So
substantiate to substantiate me teaching this to the kids, right? So that's what we got with these books. We
so
got
we
facts,
just
we got proofs,
yeah, that's it.
we got plenty of history to back that up without trying to manipulate, hide, or disguise anything, or to go blindly into something and discount your own heritage. So there you go.
That's right. Hey, so like I said, man, like, just bring the kids, man. We doing this, we like Unc said, we mail it to you free. It ain't gonna cost you nothing. You know what I mean? Uh, and like I said, it encourages reading. Your kid, you know, just get to excel a little more in school. You know what I mean? And you know, challenge where the challenges should be when it comes to the social studies, or whatever they're trying to teach you there. You know what I mean? And they trying to water it down or sugarcoat it, or give you some misinformation. You'll have it. You know what I mean? Where you can, okay, hold on to that thought. Let me go back, let me research it, and get back to you, and I'll let you know what I come up with. You know what I mean? And so this is where I want my kids to be. That's how I want my kids to be. I want them to be able to hear something that don't fit, and hold on a minute, that ain't right. And hey, yeah, challenge, yeah, put that challenge out there. Put it out there.
Yeah, we want them to be able to have a safe place to use critical thinking.
Right. That's it. That's it. That's how you that's it. Perfect.
Right.
What y'all think? Y'all ready?
Ready, man.
Hey, so I just wanted to do a little slideshow for y'all, man. It's not long, pretty short, and kind of straight to the point. I've done it before. I just wanted to see if I just kind of wanted to kind of go through it one more time and see if what kind of conversation we can come up with. All right, y'all. All
Let's
right.
get it.
So,
All right.
yeah, I just just anyway. So we're gonna go through a couple of definitions here, man. If y'all don't mind, worship. It's a noun, a strong feeling of love and respect for someone or something, right? Synonym of adoration. Worship, a verb. Um, worship somebody, something, to love and admire someone very much, especially so much that you cannot see their faults, right?
Wow, that's
So I
interesting.
mean, so here's the thing, man. When people say, well, they worship, Egyptians worship many gods, they worship this, that, whatever. What I mean, this is what you're talking about: a strong feeling of love and respect for someone or something. You know what I mean? This is what you're talking about. You know, uh, worship somebody, something, to love and admire someone very much, especially so much that you cannot see their faults. I mean, I don't, hey, I mean, is that possible? That's the question. Oops, sorry, y'all.
Yeah, that's interesting. That's interesting because you talk about once again sharing with people that are not awakened to the appreciation of our ancient ancestral teachings. You know, with my with um, um, with the Naturus, the books, the the book of spells. No, it wasn't book of spells. the the book that coming forward by day, and the coffin text, and so forth, right? Pyramid text, things like that, and um, you want to be comfortable, man, to be able to do that. But so if I point out that these type of things, is that a fault in me, right? In some eyes it is, right? Because you can't skew away from um, uh, biblical concepts of faith and belief, and being tempted, to deny and all those kind of things. So, especially so much that you cannot see your faults. My Christian brother wants to save my soul from hell, and I'm trying to save him from living in hell, right? the denial of our ancient ancestral roots, so there's always a gap in between there that we're just supposed to deny because we can't point out faults. And how healthy is that in a relationship, right? And if I do something wrong, I need to know, right? That's my fault. Fix that
One
stuff.
second. Hold on 1 second. Keep talking. Keep talking. Keep talking.
So, that worship in the sense of the jealous God is not conducive to honest living. It's conducive to a passive energy and a misleading. Just watch somebody walk off the cliff. You know, just worship that they won't do it, but it seems like they're doing it to me. Let me go catch them. Right. So, especially so much that you cannot see their faults. Right. So that's dangerous to me. Jamie will be right back. Anybody, you want to say something about that, Jennifer or Carrie?
No, I'm fine. I'm just listening.
I'm good, honey. Thank you.
let's see where Jamie goes with this stuff. That'd be interesting.
Yeah, to me, that's just it's a misfortune. It's a misfortune in the English language, man. Because I mean, just think about this. When people say worship, I mean, what you know, that's like that's powerful. You know what I mean? Oh, y'all, you worship your woman. You worship you worship. You know what I'm saying? I worship my mother. I worship my woman. Yeah, a strong feeling of love and respect for someone or something. I mean, is something wrong with that? But they
Right.
don't look at it like that. They look at that like something. I don't know if it's like you can't even call it far worse than that. I mean, is it something like stronger than that? I mean, like I mean, is something wrong with that? Right?
Right.
Right? I mean, that's reverence, deep respect for someone or something. You know what I mean? Because they revere. Look at this. This Queen Tide, man. Look at that's Queen Tide right there. Hey, that's her. Hey, she's real. You can see her in the museum,
Yeah.
right?
And Queen Ty, you do Queen Ty, she destroyed a whole army. I think she got defeated. I'm not sure. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think she got defeated once, and then they went back and totally defeated.
Hey, listen.
Am I
You,
right about that, or am I off?
uh, I'm not sure. That's I think she's Akhenaten's wife.
Right, right, right,
But I know that what I'm saying is reverence, deep respect for someone or something, right? So they, Kemet revered, right, nature,
right.
which is where you get nature from, right? So I mean, these are definitions, man, that we gotta make sure that we in tune with, man, and make sure that we know what they mean. Misogyny, dislike or contempt for or ingrained prejudice against women. So this is what we seeing. This is what we are seeing all through the Bible. There is no place for you women for women in the Bible. Ain't no place for you. They don't they ain't got there's no place for you there. I
Except
mean
for,
it is a place, but
except for,
yeah, you gonna see what these is. Look,
right,
Eve was created originally to prevent Adam from being alone and to be a helper and to stop him from messing with them animals.
right, right,
Right? Yeah. Genesis 2:18. Yeah.
right, right. Yeah, we had a whole
Oh, hold
video
on.
on that.
Hold on. My bad. Because Eve disobeyed God, women must obey men. This seems rather unfair since Adam also disobeyed God, right? Unto the woman, he said, I will greatly multiply the pain in thy conception. In pain thou shalt bring forth children, and thy desire shall be to thy husband, and he shall rule over thee. You see this, man? You see this?
Want to read that shit.
You see this? You see this?
Yeah,
Yeah, right.
yeah. So,
There,
so
that's
because
Genesis 3:16.
because Eve presented, they both heard, don't eat of the tree of life, right? And 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 Eve presented the apple, so she's the one that got uh you know messed up, right? She got to you know bear children and serve the man and shut up, right?
Hey, you see what I'm saying? Hey, listen. Hey, so there's no place. Listen, man. So look, you got punished. Hey, God punished y'all. What did he do to the man? What did he do to Adam? Adam ate it too. But hold on, man. See, this is what I'm saying, man. This, the and the cold thing is, women. harder, more truest to Jesus than anybody on the planet. It's harder to get the women off Jesus than anybody else. Like I'm talking about Jesus, like alcohol. And you gotta get women off alcohol. You gotta get them off Jesus. You gotta get them off their dope. You know what I mean? You gotta get them off that
Right,
shit, right?
right,
Yeah, right.
right.
Yeah, it's and they the hardest, man. It's almost impossible to get the women off. Let's get that, get it out of here. Ball
Yes,
ass.
it's hardest to get the women out of abusive homes and so forth. To get abusive homes and relationships based on being the helpmate.
And it said, unmarried woman must marry her rapist. Did you hear that, man?
What?
An unmarried woman must marry her rapist. Then the man who lay with her shall give to the father, listen to this, of the young woman 50 shekels of silver, and she shall be his wife, because he has violated her. He may not divorce her all his days. So that means that daddy done sold it. Hey, look, she done got raped. So daddy done said, look here, man, you gonna have to come up off a couple dollars because you done took the, you know what I mean, you done got that. So you owe me some bread. And so dude said, okay, let me go and give you this bread. All right, now you gonna keep her. That's yours now. But and you can't bring her back. Ain't nothing happening. You stuck with that. That's you.
Right, right.
Right. This what they saying, man. This is the Deuteronomy 22:29, y'all. So y'all get it and read it. I'm telling you, man. The father, listen, after the woman get raped, hey man, the father ready to sell your ass, man. You hear that? Family.
Right.
The father getting ready to sell you, man. And it's written. It's okay. It's okay to do this. Is what I'm saying. A father can sell his daughter into slavery, being the father's property. Listen to this, man. When the man sells his daughter as a slave, she shall not go out as the male slaves do. Listen to this, man. So I mean, like, at least they giving her that. At least she ain't got to go out and do all the hard stuff that the male slave do. But uh, yeah, you keep on acting up. That's like you tell your daughter, and you keep on acting up, I'm gonna take your ass down there to Rogers, and Roger around there, he gonna give me a couple of dollars for your ass. You keep on bullshit, okay, okay.
Right,
You
right.
keep on bullshitting around here, right? I mean, listen to this. That's Exodus. So y'all
So,
check that out, man.
one of the, I don't know where the verse is. I was gonna look it up, but I'd have to, you know, open up some shit. Anyways, the one of the verses too specifies that if the woman is not a virgin and she gets married, she is to be put to death. So I just wanted to add that
If
on
she
there.
ain't a virgin,
If she is not a virgin and she gets married, she is to be put to death.
yeah, they're gonna kill her. You better not be around here doing nothing until the motherfucker say you can. I'm telling you, man, this is not for you, man. This is not for y'all, man. Listen to this. There's a whole bunch of them. Apparently, wives should obey their husbands. Likewise, ye wives, in subjection to your own husbands, that if any obey not the word, they also may, without the word, be won by conversation of the wives. So we're gonna go to Peter 3:1. Women should not speak in church. Don't you say shit. Watch you shut up. Right. Let your woman keep silence in the churches, for it is not permitted unto them to speak, but they are commanded to be under obedience, as also saith the law. And if they will learn anything, let them ask their husbands at home. Don't you ask me nothing till we get home.
Mm.
If it is a shame a woman to speak in the church. So you open your damn mouth in that church, they're gonna shame your ass.
So that's just wild because it's all changed now. You know, I remember when we was young and women speakers was coming up real strong, man, real strong. So let's denounce the Old Testament, and we're gonna speak anyway. And I guess that came with part of um, the veil of the covenant. Where only the holies and holies to go into an introduction to Jesus.
Corinthians 14. Apologists argue this only applies at certain contexts or the author is quoting someone else, although the verses are very clear. For a man indeed ought not to cover his head, for as much as he is the image and glory of God. Now you see this, right? This is the man. He is the image and glory of God, but the woman
Is the
is the
glory of the
glory
man.
of the man.
Mm-mm-mm.
Hey, so you don't even get no glory. You got to get yours through the man. You can't even
Mm.
get it through God. Won't God ain't messing with y'all. Put it like that. He ain't messing with y'all. He ain't
Mm.
messing with y'all. Another one, Corinthians 11:7. The Bible goes on to say the women were created by God to benefit for the benefit of men. For the man is not of the woman, but the woman of the man. Right. So what they saying here is the man came. So the woman came from the man. That's what they saying right here. God for the benefit of men. For the man is not of woman, but the woman of man. For neither was the man created for woman, but the woman for the man. Right?
Yeah.
See, women. So it say a woman should learn quietness and full submission. I do not permit a woman to teach or to assume authority over a man. She must be quiet. For Adam was formed first, then Eve. And
Right.
Adam was not the one deceived. It was the woman who was deceived and became a sinner. But women will be saved through childbearing if they continue in faith, love, and holiness with propriety. So listen to this here, man. So check this out. If you don't have no kids, it's a wrap for your ass. You ain't gonna be
Mm.
saved. Cause that mean you ain't go through a man.
Wow. That's
Hey, this is
crazy.
crazy, man. Listen to this, man. Oh, hold on.
I wonder
Sorry.
what they called what it said that Eve deceived Adam, but Adam did the same thing. He ate the apple. I
He
mean, what
ate
did they
too.
call it? What did
He
he?
ate
What I
too.
wonder what they call what he did.
He ate too. So that's what I'm saying. So Eve. So they taking all this out on Eve or the woman, but what a punishment for the man? He ate too,
Yeah. Yeah.
and he
What?
knew he knew the law too. He knew what God said.
Mm.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. What do they call what Adam did? I mean, what is the description of that? That's interesting. That's just as interesting as what would Jesus's consequences be if he didn't obey God up into the cross. All right, let's go ahead.
Shit, like he got the same shit. I have restored that which was in ruins. I have raised up with that which was destroyed. That's the Queen Hatshepsut, right? You see this image up here, y'all? Y'all see that image up there?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all take a good look at that, man. This was built, carved right out of this mountain. It was carved out of this mountain, man. She did
Mm.
this.
Mm.
She did this. See, this is the difference in Kemetic thought right here. There was a woman who ruled over Egypt from 1479 to 1458 BC. This is before the Common Era, or a lot of people like to say before Christ. The 18th dynasty, the New Kingdom. During that time, the word Egypt did not exist. The best English translation of the name of the name the Nile Valley natives called themselves in ancient Egypt is Kemet. You see that? Kemet.
Right.
or even before that, it was Tamari. Okay. For 21 years Queen Queen Regent, her young stepson Tutmos III, and surrounded by the great kingdoms of Nubia, Kush, and Punt. Queen Hatshepsut, meaning foremost of noble ladies, ruled this valley. Hey, she was a cold queen, and she did a lot of excavations, or not excavations, but she did a lot of traveling, and they into these different spots right here, and they did a lot of trading with, you know what I mean, and yeah, this she was a really 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 powerful queen, right? It was not until 2007 that Hatshepsut's lost mummy was not discovered. In 1903, archaeologists uh, Howard Carter found this a sarcophagus that belonged to Hatshepsut in KV20 Valley of the Kings. The sarcophagus, a cubical funeral receptacle for a corpse, was empty. Zahi Hawass, head of Egyptian Mummy Project and Secretary General of Supreme Council of Antiquities, honed in on Mummy KV 68, discovered more than a century earlier, and then deemed a minor tomb. It had no gold or other jewels, but was tested and determined to be a late queen. Excuse me, regent. This was a far cry from the treasures found in the tomb of Pharaoh Tutankhamun. There was no, that's King Tut, y'all. There was no gold or other jewels adorning Hatshepsut's mummy, only the remains of ancient Egyptian royal family. It was soon discovered that there was a concerted effort to eradicate the historical record of her reign. Tutmos III, her co-regent and successor, systematically removed evidence of her rule during the time he was too young to rule. Temples, obelisks, and monuments underwent a systematic chisel job. So what he tried to do is he tried to erase her, any proof that she ruled. Uh, Born in the 15th century BC, Hatshepsut was the daughter of Tutmosis the First and Amis, both of royal lineage. She would marry Tutmosis II, the son of her father by another. The marriage of Hatshepsut as wife's sister to Tutmosis II was part of a tradition used to fortify royal lineages. So that's why they married, brother and sister would marry, right? It was just a political marriage. It had nothing to do with them having kids or nothing like that. To whom he never bore children, which of course they never would bear children. Isis bore the male child Tutmosis III after Tutmosis II's death in 1479 BC. Tutmosis III was too young to assume control over the male royal. Hatshepsut was allowed to rule as young Pharaoh's queen regent. So what she did is he was too young to rule, so she took over his rule until he was old enough. Uh, Queen Hatshepsut effectively ruled the Egyptian kingdom for about 21 years in public. She portrayed herself as a man. So that was not all the time. She just only sometimes, and that was just when she felt that she needed to, right? But she also came out as a woman as well too. She wore male clothes and a pharaonic beard, suggest her femininity, suggestions of her femininity are portrayed. However, in the surviving sculptures that depict her with feminine breasts, Hatshepsut's dynamic rule was a clear break from the tradition traditional role of queen regent, such as seen in other Nile Valley royal dynasties, like the Nagasti uh, Menelik of Ethiopia.
Yeah, that's really interesting to me, man. That you know that
And
I
that's a statue of
understand.
her right there. Yeah, okay, sorry about that, King. Go ahead.
No, you're good. No, you're good. You're good. So I was just saying that's interesting, man. That you know, understand that the rule had to fall the under the males and stuff like that. But this is a powerful woman with great results, and she had to sometimes present herself as that male. That's just really interesting to me.
And if you look at this, you see what she's holding right there. You see that what was that? What they call that shit?
I don't remember the name of it.
The shepherd's
Shepherd's hook.
hook or something. That's the same thing they gave Jesus to hold. Remember that?
Right, right,
Yeah. You see where it come from? You see this? See,
right.
Kim had been doing that for forever.
And I can't remember the name of that other piece that's with the strings hanging down from it, and the other one that she got wrapped across her chest. And man, I know those names of both
Yeah,
of
but
those.
the other one that she got him wrapped around across right there. The Catholics use that.
Right.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Catholics took that.
And I know the names of them too, and I can't remember.
So here is some. I just put these up, man, just because I wanted to show y'all. The significance for women in Kemetic culture, right? And Nile Valley culture, right? So you're gonna have my aunt right here. You see my aunt right here. You see her with the sun disc and the Ma'at and the ostrich feather over on her head. And then
Right,
you see in the middle right there, you see Khnum right there. Either that's Khnum or that's Amen Ra. That's Amen. Amen, depiction of Amen, right? He's sitting on a lotus flower. Look at the lotus flower he's sitting on. See that? And then you got a set right there, right? And then you got right here again. You got a set right here with the with the
with the chair, with the throne.
the throne. Yeah, the throne on her head. That's with the lotus flower and bringing some gifts to Asar right there. And then it look like you got I'm not sure if that's Ma'at or if that's Nephthys.
Right,
But then
right,
you got a set right here with Haru. You see that? That's the original right there. That's the original. See that you see that what you gonna always see. And then when you see the other people, you're gonna see all animation. Look at this here, man. I just had to throw this up there too. So you just see how this whole scene is dealing with my aunt right here. You see my aunt right here on the scale. You see the scales right here. You see her
right.
sitting right at the top of the scales right there with the feather on top of her head.
Yep.
Yeah, that's my aunt right there. Yeah, she in control of this. And then you see Aunt Pooh leading leading the brother in. Now this ain't Ani though. This is not Ani. This is another brother.
Right,
Right. You see up top where he comes and he kneels down before the 12, the judges. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
13.
8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, because you got a SAR. You're gonna always have a
Right,
SAR. I mean, yeah, a SAR uh, uh, at the front, right? Or yeah. And then you're going so look at what you got. You got Ampu leading the brother in to to the judgment chamber, right? To have his heart weighed against the ostrich feather. And so if his heart is lighter than the ostrich feather, and you see Ampu doing the wave, he doing the scales, and then you see Tahuti right there writing down the results, right? He the recorder. And then so it looks like this brother heart was lighter than the feather, so he passed through. And then he gets through to Haru. Now Haru got the key in his hand to let him in to see Asar, to be judged, right? Or to be right. And then so you see right here on the top, standing on top of the lotus flowers, the lotus flower, you see the four sons of Haru, right? And then you see of course Asar, and then you see Aset, and you see Nephthys right behind him. And this is how the women roll. And up top here you see this is Haru or Amun Ra, and then you got Asar behind him. But you see how this is the 13. This is where your 12 judges come from, and 12 jurors or the 12 zodiacs, and then you got the sun, make it 13,
Right.
right?
Right.
Yeah, man. So this is all dealing with my aunt right here. This is my aunt, the female energy right here, man.
And go back to the statue with Haru and Aset. Can you go back to that? Yeah. So just explain about how the man can't. No, he has to go through the woman.
Yeah. So sorry about that. Yeah. So what happens here is the man can never be. He can't be a pharaoh. He can't be the king without going through the woman. He has to go through the woman first, right? And so that's real big too with comedic thought is it ain't gonna happen without going through the queen. You got to go through her. You got to go through her first before you can get on the throne, right? And so you see that right there that she's sitting on the throne, and he's sitting on the throne, and she's giving him that information through
Yeah.
breastfeeding, because milk is DNA, which is DNA is what information. So I mean, we had to go all the way through that.
Yeah, that's good though. That's good.
Yeah. So she's giving him information. That's all. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So yeah, and then we go right there. But like that's the end though, right there, y'all. I mean, that's it. I mean, I ain't one of the. That's it though. Um, like I said, it wasn't gonna be nothing long or drawn out. Something real quick.
Yeah, so you really get to see clearly, the distinction between where um, a woman has an honorable place, but some people deem, that biblical lens and being in that place as honorable, as it's written. Even though it's changed up a lot today, women are empowered. Women, pastor churches, Sunday school, all that good stuff. Head of their households, making plenty of bread and things like that. And but you match that up with my aunt in that system, in our cultural system, women were always honored, man. To the highest. I believe. You know, I believe.
Yeah, like I said, man. Hey, there's no place in the church for no woman, man. Y'all get up out of that garbage, man. They don't honor you. All you are here for you gonna keep this house clean. You gonna have these kids. You gonna cook that food, and you gonna shut the hell up. You know what I'm saying? And every time and and when we go to church, you gonna shut up until we get home, and then you gonna shut the fuck up again. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? So I'm just saying that you know you gotta wake up, man, and see, man, what this religion is and what this religion do. It ain't for you. It's not for you. That's just to control you, right? And make it seem like it's your fault. The fault of man is your fault. You the reason why the man is in the position that he's in. You the reason why God had to send his son to die for our sins because of y'all. I mean, this is what this Bible is saying. This is what the whole concept. This is what the whole meaning of this Bible is the woman is the reason why God had to send his son to die for the sins of man. It all boils down to because of the woman.
Mm.
It all boils down because of the woman. So y'all the cause of it all. You can't get no blessings. You can't get no favor. You know what I mean? You can't get no favor. You can't get nothing. You got to go through the man to get that. You know what I mean? And they already told you what he gonna do. You gonna shut up. You gonna shut up. You gonna have these kids. You gonna cook this food. And you gonna and did I say I did say you gonna shut up, didn't I? I said that right. Yeah,
Yeah, you did.
you gonna shut up. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You gonna shut up. Yeah. You know what I mean? So that's how that go, man. So all I'm saying is this. It's right there. It's written in the Bible. I didn't put it there. I didn't write it. I just found it. Or I ain't even find it. It's been there the whole time. Right.
You
Yeah.
know, it'd be real interesting, when people watch this, they have something to say about it, the difference of the way it is today, in a world where the women do have a voice and they can preach and things like that. I would really invite them to come on and share it so that we can learn something, and teach us the difference, right? Um, I still think that, coming out of that biblical lens, there's still an aspect of, why is it okay now to change that, right? And to be active, right? What has changed in God's word that it's okay to act outside of those biblical terms?
Right.
That's my question, right? To anybody that watches this and wants to come in and answer that. Now, I don't have any preconceived notions about that question. Um, I have experience that I see and stuff, but I'm more open to hear anybody else's view of that, and we can talk about
Yeah. Yeah. I'm telling you, man. And that's a good question.
it. Yeah, because I see the
That's a
difference.
good
I
question.
see I see it happening, and then really strong, So I just want to know what the damn difference is from God's word to your actions.
My question would be who authorized or who authorized or who first of all who changed it and who authorized it? Because it's obvious. I mean, you got like you said, you got women now that has their own church now. They got their own congregation, and the Bible tell them you supposed to you better not say shit in that damn Bible and in that church. You gotta wait till you get home. You can't even say nothing on the way home. You gotta shut up until you get home.
Yeah,
Mm.
yeah. I mean, you have women, literally taking men out, let alone, just standing up for themselves, boxing them or verbally expressing themselves and, out there making that bread, that, managing households and businesses, all kinds of stuff, and, uh, the game has changed. But God's word isn't supposed to change unless it just gets modernized. Seems to be that way with through the different copywritten uh, versions, right? So, one of you ladies want to say something about that? Sure, what's your take on it?
Mm-mm.
I mean, like this is the place that they've got y'all. This is the place they have for you in that doctrine, right? And then at the same time, women is the hardest ones to break out of that cycle, to break out of that Bible, right? They the
Right.
hardest ones, but at the same time, they ain't got they ain't got absolutely no love for you in that Bible. They
Really
absolutely
don't.
there's no love for you in that Bible, man. It's all ridicule and pointing the finger at reason, who did it, why, and this is your punishment. Now, what was the man's punishment? That was the question. Because
Right.
as far as I was concerned, God told them both. Now, when the serpent asked the question, Eve was the one that answered the question, but they both knew they both knew the instructions, right?
Mhm.
Okay, so why is it that the woman is the cause of it all and not the man too? Because he could have said, "Hey, Eve, go put that back," and we ain't doing that. We're not gonna eat that. You go put that back, right? He could have said that easily, right? Right?
Yeah.
But nah, he bit that motherfucker too. So don't do- so what? So why now? Why? Because what happened to him now? Well, he get the rule. He get the rule over you and all this, and he ate it too though,
And then the woman is inferior and evil.
right? Because he knew the law, he knew the instructions, she knew the instructions, right? Now the serpent. Now the question is, did the serpent lie or did God lie? That's the question. Did God lie or did the serpent lie?
Right.
I wanted to comment on that real quick. About 20 years ago, I met this woman who had been studying theology, and she became a Methodist minister in the church I happened to go to occasionally, and her husband was a Baptist minister. And about five, and she said she was just tired of that doctrine of making the woman inferior and less than, and she felt like she had a voice. And man, you they probably had 250 maybe people in the church, and a lot of the old timers left when she started preaching. They could not accept that modernization. And on top of that, about 3 years later, her husband divorced her. He couldn't take it either. And that's just a damn shame.
Right.
Yeah, so there was an example of that happening. And um, you know, I was just shocked by the whole episode. But still, it's some craziness, and when I read those parts, I'm appalled, and I yikes, and and that I followed in those um, parameters, and then I met Lo, and he said, "Hey, you got a voice, man." Even back then, I mean, we've been together for 17 years, and from day one, he said to me, "You got a voice," and I was like, "I do," and it was so shocking to me, and and it's gotten louder and louder, hasn't it, Lo?
Hey,
But
sometimes I gotta tell you, tone that shit down, girl.
right,
No,
yeah, but yeah, thanks for all the info.
no, I don't tell her to tone it down. You just have great conversation, and so that's important. Hey, Jennifer, do you remember? You know Chiquita McKinstry, right?
Yes.
So I found that her mom is like one of the most special women in my world, right? And she was preaching way back then, thunder, right? I learned,
Mm-hmm.
I learned, I learned between my mother and the church that we, affiliation and stuff like that, and Miss McKinstry. Oh my God, they loaded me up, right?
Right.
Loaded me up. So it was back there then, but she was still going to the Sanctified Church over on Shepherd Street, right?
Mm-hmm.
And where everything was, you're gonna have to shut up, right? Best she could do was be a Sunday school teacher, and but I remember her just put me to the side all the time and say, and I wanted to learn too, And she was just laying that stuff down, man. It was so convincing. You know?
Wow.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Me,
man.
Melvin Benson, Paul Beard, Melvin Benson, we was all locked in. Miss McKinstry had us covered, right? And we was hungry for it, right?
Right.
Yeah, man. See, and but here's the thing, and then the church set her down. I'm just saying, like,
Exactly,
you know what I'm
exactly.
saying? But and it's just sad, man, how the blame, like I said, the whole Bible, the whole purpose of Jesus was because of the woman,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. If I remember right, man, the leadership of that church would go to Miss McKinstry for, validation of, the message and stuff like that. And but she could not. She had to hold her, that other position in church. But outside that church, unleashed, right? No shackles.
Mm.
Unbelievable, man.
You know.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. But I mean, like I said, man, you know, say it over and over. It ain't no place for no woman in that Bible, man.
Exactly, man. As powerful as they are, man, there's no place for that proper nurturing, man, and for them to have their proper glory, right? You know, you got to give it away. Got to give it away to the man, and he gonna give it away too. The women want today, motherfucker, they're gonna keep shit in the crib,
Right.
right?
I'm telling you, man. Like, well, like I said, man. And what people do, they'll see, they'll look at the video and be like, yeah, whatever. But like I
Yeah,
said, that's why I put the scriptures up there, so you can go back and you can look it all up.
yeah.
You know what I'm
The one
saying?
thing about Toy, man, Toy will get on, right? She'll interact. I get in touch with Mark, and she'll interact with that kind of stuff, right?
Yeah.
Because you got a voice too, and so it just contradicts, and but once again it goes back to, you know, why is it okay to be different than what God's word is, right? Right? Because we read out of the New Testament. I mean, it didn't change from the Old Testament,
Right.
right? You
Right.
know, but it changed in society. So, who are we following? And like Jamie said, who authorized that shit?
Right.
Yeah. Who's authorizing all these changes and these rewrites? I mean, who's doing this? You know what I mean? Like now, so you have a woman that's preaching. Now she's going against what the Bible's saying. Or is that what man, or is that what man's saying? You see what I'm saying? This you going against what God says. This is God, right? But there you go.
Yeah, and imagine Jen, Jen, she brought it up in the beginning. She went and took that test for that real estate. Imagine her not being able to do that, but it just iron, uh, rub that nigga's shoulder. She don't get no shoulder rub. I mean, she don't get no shoulder rub. Shit like that, man. It's just fucking ridiculous. So big ups to you, Jen. Big ups to you, Carrie. I know your Mitch Carrie. And I try to honor all that. So, yeah. So anybody that has any, discrepancies, I know the memo is don't get in that evil talk. Don't let that persuade you and stuff like that. And I'm saying, where's the love at, right? And come and share with us, and convince us because it's obviously a contradiction, right? It's obviously contradicting it, and we just want to talk about.
Yeah, it's very contradicting.
Well, let me tell you this here. Hey, we got room over here in comedic science. All right, now Valley culture. We got room. Y'all come on over, study your culture, study your history. This way we can show it to our kids, our loved ones, our family, friends, right? So we can get up out of this cage, man, out of this belief system. You don't want to be in no belief system. Okay, it's just a belief. It's not nothing rooted in facts or proof. It's just a belief. Okay, you can't prove it. You don't have no facts on it. You know what I mean? You just have belief, and that's okay. That's okay. But when but don't push it to don't push it to the kids, man, because you can't prove that. And that's, to me, is a form of child abuse when you trying to push that garbage to the kids, and you know damn well you can't prove none of it. You can't prove none of it, so you tricking these kids. You know what I mean? You can't do that, man. That's cheating. You can't do that, man. You know what I'm saying? You gotta play fair, right? You gotta play fair. That's how we doing it here, right? If you don't know the history, come on, man. We can learn together. You know what I mean? I don't know it all. Show me something. Show us something. Come on
Right.
in. You know what I'm saying? Show us something, man. But I'm just telling you that we got a history that come way before way before slavery, way before slavery. Go way back, way back, and that's what you need to be studying. You need to be studying that history, right? That's what you need to be studying, man. And that history right there is going to show you. That history by itself will show you just how fictional the Bible is. It'll show you that. It'll show you just how fictional the Bible is. Because as long as you know history, can't nobody trick you with the Bible. They will never better trick you. They won't better trick you, right? Because you'll know the where these people come from. You'll know who these people were in that area. You'll know you know what I'm saying. You'll know that area. These people are practicing a religion that came out of Iraq.
Wow.
This is not your fucking religion.
Yeah, Dr. Hagen, Ray Hagen says if the Noah story wouldn't have been ever written, Iran and Iraq would have never had the war. We would have never even had to deal with any of this shit. A Christian will say, well, we wouldn't have had Jesus Christ. We wouldn't have a savior,
You still
right?
don't got them.
I'm saying the same thing you said. Where you at? What's different? What's different is opposition to that word of God. Women are stepping up. They have a closer to a rightful place. And so big ups to the women of the world.
Yeah, but see, this is the thing, man. Then it don't seem like it'd be right for the woman to be able to preach the Bible if the Bible is telling you that you're not supposed to. So I mean, you can't. I mean, I don't understand how you could do that, and your doctrine tells you can't.
Right.
So who are you? So you're disobeying who? I mean, now some of it is Paul. So I know you're definitely disobeying Paul. But what about the other ones?
Right.
And I say big ups to the women that are taking their stance. You know, big ups to the women that are taking the stance and rightfully and family and their own being. We wouldn't have nothing without women. Everybody got a belly button, came from an umbilical cord, not no damn rib. And and the apple is one of the greatest fruits of nature, right?
Mhm.
So it's just a bunch of bullshit to me.
Yeah, well,
So,
like I said, family, hey, do the research, look it up, check it out.
that was good.
I'm telling you, comedic science is where you need to be, man. Come on, check out your history. Check out your history, man.
And don't forget First Sundays. Hey, Jamie, you put it down. Don't
Yeah,
forget the children's First Sundays, man. That's really exciting. Bring some
the
kids,
first Sunday,
man.
man. We got coming up, man. The first Sunday of every month. We got the children's book read. You know what I'm saying? So family, bring the kids. You know what I'm saying? It's from all ages. You know what I'm saying? We got some really, really, really good books, man. Good African books. They're real books, true story books. They're about African kings and queens, African culture, African countries. Just different stories. Okay, so come on in, family. Yeah, there you go. Show them, Unc. We got all kind of books, man, and it's free. You know what I mean? Just come on in. If you and if you put your name in the chat, and if your name is drawn in the drawing, you will win one of these books, right? And then what we do is we encourage you for the next available book read slot for you to read that book in the next slot. Now the book is yours, it's all yours, and we mail it to you free of charge. All we need is your address, name and the address. We're gonna send it to you in your name, the kid's name. Yeah. And and it's gonna be your mail to you, your book, right?
Right,
From
right.
us. Sankofa, 180 degrees. Come on in, man.
Buck 80, Buck
Hey,
80, baby.
I, it just encourages kids to read, man. You know what I mean? And then, like I said, again, these schools is taking African history out of the schools. So it's up to us to carry that torch. That's it.
That's right. All right.
Hey, so like and subscribe, family. Hey, Jen, you want to close us out?
Yep. Thank you for cheer. Oh, excuse me. I'm sorry. I'm trying to eat to you. Excuse me. But thank you for joining us today. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And remember, each one teach one. We love y'all. We'll see you next week.
Thank
That's
you,
right.
Jen. Hey, and don't forget to comment. Come on, throw something off in them comments, man. Let's communicate.
Oh, for sure.
You know,
Yeah, comment, man. Hit us with the comments, man. Hit us with the comments, all right? It's all right,
hey,
whether
hey,
you
hey,
like it or not.
yeah, and go on and share that. Say these fools on here doing this thing, man. And let's talk about it. Let's go on and share that, man. We don't mind.
Hey, yeah, I mean, we could talk about it, whatever, man. But they just had 4 cats just get 2 people just died. He just got killed in Mexico, and then 2 other cats got kidnapped. Hey, it's some good stuff on that. Hey, we can talk about it, uh, family.
Right,
Let's
right,
go
right.
on
And
in.
then our Facebook page is Sankofa 180 degrees. Please come and scroll through, see if something attaches to you. You find some interest in some things. You're welcome to join the group, invite some friends, and build some discussion. Whether you agree or disagree. So Sankofa 180 degrees on Facebook. Holla at us.
Hey,
All
we're gonna be
right.
doing. And we also gonna be doing some holistic. We're gonna do a holistic uh uh show on holistic health. All right. Uh, Also financial literacy as well. All right. Also business management. Okay. Got a brother Eric McKinney, man. He got his thing. Eric got his master's, I think, in business, man, or CPA or CPA. He is CPA right now. So he in accounting. I'm sorry, in accounting. So
Mhm.
he doing good, man. So yeah, he gonna do a class with us. Um and then we got baby D gonna come and do some holistic health with us. All right. And then we got Queen Yamaya, right? She gonna do another presentation in a couple of weeks, right, King?
On the 26th. She's gonna do a
26.
presentation on the 26th.
Yep. So the 26th we got coming up. So this 26th of this month, family, come on in, man, and support the queen. All right.
Thank you, Lo, and thank you, Jamie, for all your guys' work that you put into this. You are
Thank you.
appreciated.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you. Jen, thank you for showing up.
All right. I'm
Showing
here.
up and
And
showing
thank you,
out.
Carrie, for the books.
Hey,
Hey, I was looking through the computer and stuff, and she knows my eyes get all crazy and shit, and fear of a potential stroke again and shit like that, right? So I said, man, I can't do this shit. Can you just go and take care of that? Because she was already in it, right? She was already dead on it. And I said, fuck it, I just turned it over, man. I can't do it. And boom, she come up with it. Because I called Jamie and I said, you know what, man? I ain't messing with this no more, man. I'm going to the source, man. I'm going right down to the bookstore. You know,
There you go.
when I go to the bookstore, then I gotta go to the library, and then I gotta go to the police station and the city council and all that stuff because of all the other stuff that's involved. You know, cancel culture. Memorandum 46. All these other things that's involved, and I can't seem to get out of that. That process. This is literal actions that I would take or I do take. And so I said, baby, can you just handle this? And she handled this. So big ups on that book find and the work she put into.